We all know what the economic challenges have been lately in town. With this, a lot of people have been out of jobs and some people are finding it difficult to keep afloat in their businesses. This is worsened by the fact that the resources that are available are gradually dwindling, and a lot of people are beginning to ask what businesses they can do with the little amount they have so they can be financially free. In this video, I will explain one simple idea, and in subsequent videos that follow, you will see other ideas of businesses you can start with less than 30,000 naira. Yes, I mean it. 30,000 naira, you start the business, you keep it afloat, and you make as much money as you want, depending on how much and how far you can push this idea. The limiting factor to how much you can make is you. I need to lay some foundations on the problem we are going to be solving from where this idea is going to be coming from. Number one important foundation I must lay is that we all must eat. Whether you are poor or whether you are rich, whether you are tall or whether you are short, whether you like it or not, to remain alive, you must eat. Food is an essential commodity. It is not optional. The next thing you need to know about where the problem you're about to solve comes from is that with the economic challenges around, more and more people leave their homes very early and return back to their homes very late at night. Most of the time, they do not cook at home in the morning, neither do they even cook when they get back home at night because they are tired and they just need to sleep for the next day to start the same cycle afresh. It means that most people tend to spend more time or more of their productive time at work than at home. It means whatever we want to deliver, we must deliver it to these people at the place of their work. Another important problem which we are going to solve is that food is getting more and more expensive to get. So more people are beginning to cut down on their feeding budget as the day goes by. Most people have now resorted to the 010 or 011 or any of the flavors of 010. The last problem I must talk about here, which we are going to solve, is that food is becoming more and more unhealthy, and more people are no longer caring whether the food is healthy or not. They just want something that's going to fill their stomach and keep them alive till the next meal that they will get. So what is this big idea? The idea is to sell food, precisely sell snacks and drinks. And when I'm talking about drinks, I'm talking about one particular drink, which is ZOBO drink. How much are we looking at spending at this business? We are looking at spending a maximum of about 30,000 naira, which most times you will not spend as much as this amount in procuring what you need and even in starting this business. What do you need for this business to run? For the snacks, you need flour, which is actually the most expensive part of it. You need some sweeteners, sugar maybe, or whatever sweeteners you choose to use. You also need some baking materials, baking powder, and the rest of them, nutmeg and whatever, depending on what you want to bake. But make sure that whatever you want to bake is cheap enough for you to produce in mass, and is good enough for people to eat, and is sweet enough for people to eat. For the ZOBO, you need the ZOBO flour, which is quite cheap. You need some sweeteners, which can be sugar, and you need clean water. For both of them, you need a pot and you need a source of fire. And lastly, you may need a bowl or a set of nylons to pack the ZOBO, or a bowl to pack all the snacks that you have produced to where you are going to be selling it. So who is your target market? The target people you are looking at is people that are mid to low income. Yes, when I'm talking about mid income, I mean most of the people that work around, the hustlers, the teachers, even some of the bank workers. Then the low income, we're talking about the factory workers, the manual laborers, and every other person that falls into this category. So what are the target locations? The target locations include businesses, construction sites, very importantly, worship centers like churches and mosques. In fact, a large part of your sale is going to come from churches and mosques. The only thing is, it's going to come from mosques only on Fridays and maybe some Sundays, and it's going to come from churches mainly on Sundays. Other places that you can find your market is close to public schools, especially at just immediately after their closing time. Most of the children that come out from these public schools buy a lot of snacks and you can really cash out on a daily basis when school is in session. When school is not in session, you relocate your business to somewhere else, and you are sure that you're going to get every Friday and every Sunday for the worship centers. If this video was useful to you, please click on the subscribe button so that every other time I post a video such as this, you will get a notification for you to come watch the video as soon as I publish. I must also add that you need to start your business small and do not forget to scale up as time goes on. One key thing I must also tell you so you don't lose your money is to save your money in a currency that does not depreciate in value. I'm sure you know what that means. If you don't, go through my channel, you will see a video telling you how best to save your money and keep it from being depreciating in value. If you want to see the next business idea you can start with less than 30,000 Naira, please click on this video right now.